Morning, fellas. Well, I'm just out kind of scouting the lower area of the lake. As you can see, there's lots of deer sign and horse tracks. Look, lots of horse sign right here. Some nice wood cut up down in there. Seems a shame to see that go. I might have to come back and grab that and process it. That'd be some good exercise right there, by golly. I can see where the horses have come right up here. Actually, they went down. They went down here. Well, those horses can, that'd be the thing to have. Even over a four-wheeler. That's some rugged stuff back in there. I really wouldn't even want to walk back in there, much less take some kind of vehicle. Anyways, I'm over here at the lower end of the lake, guys. I followed that little road right there in. It got pretty narrow, but it wasn't as bad as the one I was on a while ago. I had to fold the mirrors in. I had to put it in four-wheel drive and fold in the mirrors. I did find somebody's abandoned campsite back in there, and there was a really nice marmot tent. And I think those marmots are pretty quality stuff, but didn't have any of the poles, because I sure would have thrown that in the back of my pickup. Let's see what this ravine does. Lots of runoffs in these areas. I'm all the time looking for signs of caves and stuff. Well, that is a good drop right there. It's a good drop. It's a beautiful day. It's January the 6th. And it's a beautiful morning. It's almost 70 degrees, man. Or it's going to be 70 degrees today. It's probably 55 or 60 right now. And the low tonight is going to be 45. I had tonight scheduled to be off. Do a little local camping out here. And wouldn't you know, the new girl we just hired can't work. I'm telling you, the work ethic of people these days is just indescribable. Got all these people looking for work. You give them a job and they don't want it. So, should probably work like a week or two and quit and go claim unemployment. That's what they do. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but Wolf works 70 hours a week. I get 2 days off a month. And I really value those days. I try and schedule in conjunction with some good weather so I can make some good videos. But as you see, I'm at the mercy of poor work ethic. Here's some coyote tracks. I don't know if these coyote are tracking the deer and the guys on horseback are tracking the coyotes. It's open season on coyotes around here, man. They do a lot of damage to local livestock. But there's a bunch of them. Every time I camp out here, they're just singing away at night. Coming to my campsite. Whoo! Alright, man, I'm going to try and wiggle my way out of this mess. And I'll be back. Okay. I got her in 4-wheel drive. And we're just going to kind of wind our way down in here. Like I said, this other road I just got off of, I found an abandoned campsite on it, but man, I had to fold my mirrors in to get to it. And it would take you all the way down to the lake shore. But man, it was sure rocky. I could just feel, man, my ball joints creaking. I could feel it. It gets a little tight in here. I'm glad I got 4-wheel drive though, I'll tell you that, guys. It sure comes in handy when it snows and stuff. Oh yeah, those are antennas you're hearing. Alright. Let's see. I think we'll go this way and we might get out of this mess. Yeah, down here, y'all are gonna laugh, but you get an inch of snow down here and these people cannot operate their vehicles. The whole place shuts down. I can spend several hours just getting in people's vehicles and driving them up, you know, small hills for them. And they run up the hill and get in their car at the top because they can't seem to maneuver their vehicles up slick surfaces. And man, they can't even drive on dry pavement down here hardly. You give them a little snow or a little ice, good Lord. So it's nice to have 4-wheel drive because I spend a lot of time pulling people and pushing people and trying to give a hand where I can. Roger? Hey, there's some blacktop right there. I think I'm going to follow this thing on around. I'll be back if I run into anything interesting. Boy, if y'all think it's not a beautiful day, this is January. This thing ought to be ice all the way out to the middle. That's what I like coming out here during the winter time. You don't see any boats out there. Some ducks. Either that or that's one of those Loch Ness monsters. No, some ducks. It's just beautiful out here. Look at that beautiful blue lake. Swimming is a little hard out. I wonder if he's going out there to meet them. Where's the party? This is where you generally find a cornucopia of fishing lures and line and bobbers. This whole area used to be under about 10 feet, 15 feet of water right here. This old log, that's been underwater for so long. I'd love to flip that over and see what's under it. But the water's been low for so long that this area's probably been picked clean. But this is the kind of thing where you find people's watches and rings, and there's shells all over. I don't know if y'all can see that. Little bitty shells. It's also a good place to twist an ankle. But You also find beer bottles, tires, people's trash. People are nasty, man. This is what I don't like about the developed areas, not to mention the regulations. But where people are allowed is usually filthy. I like the kind of areas that people can go to them at their own risk. And very few people do because they're so remote. Those are the kind of areas I like, but we just don't have anything like that here in Oklahoma unless you go way southeast. We got kind of a big wilderness area down there. They even got a Bigfoot down in there. I'm gonna go camping there someday. There are so many ducks in this area that there's literally down floating around in the air. Look at all those baby ducks. Are those baby ducks? Those can't be baby ducks. Those are some kind of other bird. I forget what you call them. Anyways, guys, taking a little tour. We'll be back. This is the old bridge, guys. I thought I'd walk over here and show you the old stone bridge. There's not any rails on it. And you darn sure don't want to trip. Right? Look at all the deer sign down there. Y'all probably can't make out that kind of detail. Yeah, that's a good enough drop where you wouldn't survive it. Nice view from up here. It's the other side. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough look for me. That kind of stuff just petrifies me. Now, if I got a rope and a harness on, I'd be over the edge of that in a heartbeat. But like most of y'all know, I've blown an ankle out, and I can't even walk right sometimes. You know, I'll just step on a little bitty tiny stone, and it'll throw me. So my left ankle's like a noodle. So I don't even like getting that close to those type of areas because it's potentially deadly for me. But like I said, if I got a rope and a harness on, hook me up, man. I love rappelling. We're doing it again, guys. I don't know where this little old dirt path goes to. I guess we'll find out eventually. Well, looks like it goes down to an old dump area. gets tight down in here, guys. Truthfully, I don't think it goes much further than that. No, it don't. It ends right here. But I'll tell you what, a man could have him camp down in here and be unseen, I think. Boy, I can hear the sticks on my paint right now. I really have to remind myself this is not a Jeep. Oh, man. Fold my dang mirrors in again. I'm not careful. We're gonna pull up a little bit and rectify this a little bit. See if we can line up a little bit better. I'm driving with my side views. Yeah, I think we're out of it now. Yeah, a guy could probably drive down in here and park and walk off in there a little ways. I'll tell you though, I just think a guy'd be stupid to walk around out here unarmed, because there's been too many mountain lion sightings out here. And like I've said before, I'm a big ham steak to a mountain lion. I ride the ruts, have you noticed? I like the high points. I may have four-wheel drive, but this thing is not all jacked up like some of those four-wheel drive trucks are. And I ride the high points. And that's all there is to it. That's better. You know, these things aren't like the kind where you can lock your wheels out and stuff. You can get out and mechanically know what you're in. Those push button things, I don't trust them. I go by feel. If it doesn't feel right, I push the buttons again. Well, guys, I think that's some promising land out in there. If I could ever find a place to park, I think that last little place we went to, that looks pretty good. I could drive down in there, park my vehicle, and walk off in there a little ways and have a little camp. Man, it is secluded compared to the rest of this park, which is really what I want. So that might be a pretty promising area. Well, I think it's about lunchtime, man. It is for me anyways. You guys have a great day. This is Wolf and I'm out.